Hello, my name is Guy Selga, and I am here today to review the Fuzzball from Captain EO. They're calling it an interactive plush. They released this at the D23 2026 convention in Anaheim that happened last weekend. And we got a new piece of merchandise for Captain EO in 2026. The movie's 40 years old. I can't believe it. I'm going to review it completely in this video, but I'm also going to compare it to the 80s version of the plush and see how it stacks up. This is going to be a good video for all you Captain EO fans. I got my Hooters shirt on. Let's go. Let's get started. Here is the Fuzzball plush released at D23 2026. The price was $55. I paid $50 after my Disneyland Magic Key discount, which is accepted at some of the stores at D23. So the first thing when I saw this, when they first announced it, was they had his hair actually gelled up, and they had him very proper looking. And I said, no, Fuzzball needs to be a little more messed up. So thankfully, the actual plush they sold, he's all kind of scraggly and all that. So he looks more like he does in the movie. Now, does he look exactly like he did in the Captain EO movie? No, it's close. It looks like it could be his dad or one of his cousins or somebody else in the Fuzzball race, which I don't think they've said. But I can't complain too much. He's orange, he's yellow, he's got the wings, he's got the tail. It looks like Fuzzball enough, so I guess I'm happy. The biggest thing I was surprised about when I ran into somebody, a friend who bought him before I did, and I held him and I looked at him, I looked him over, and I couldn't believe that Fuzzball was posable. Okay, all of his joints are posable. You can pose his little legs and feet, you can pose his arms. I mean, I was not, oh yeah, you can pose his tail too. Was not expecting that at all. Wings, not posable. They're just flapping. No problem. Okay, that's fine. Huge tag here. I thought this was going to be instructions, but it's actually a battery safety pamphlet with the same paragraph repeated roughly 800 times. It's insane how many languages they put on there. So yeah, all it says is Fuzzball plush with sound effects is what it says on the thing there. So, and a lot of people have commented online that his arms are kind of long because Fuzzball kind of had little stubby arms and he would play his little guitar in the Captain EO movie. But, whatever, I think it looks okay, and the posability makes it maybe a necessity to have longer arms like that. I think the hands and his feet do look pretty good. So this is interactive plush, they were calling it. How is it interactive? Well, on the back of his head here, there's a little Velcroed hole. Okay, don't get inappropriate in the comments. Don't you dare. With a little voice box inside and a power switch. So, as you can see, he activated automatically. So what you do, you just you give him a little bop. And he stops, and you bop him again. Okay, so what is wrong with that sound? Okay, it doesn't sound like Fuzzball. That's not how Fuzzball sounded in Captain EO. Period. He didn't make those noises. A couple people responded to me on Twitter saying Fuzzball in whatever Star Wars show he did a little cameo in looks and sounded like that. But I mean, it specifically says on the Disney Store website also, this is for the 40th anniversary of Captain EO. I want him to look like Fuzzball and sound exactly like Fuzzball from Captain EO. So I don't know what happened there, but whatever. I guess it's okay, I got to turn that off. The bird chirping is way too loud. Looks like it's watch batteries in there, and here's the wings. Okay, that's fine. I can live with those wings. They're big. They look good. So anyway, so that's 2026 Fuzzball. We'll just put him right here, kind of lay him on his side, and then we'll bring in the 80s Fuzzball. This is the re-release from 2009, but I used to have the 80s Fuzzball, and I actually might still somewhere around here, but I can't find him. But he's very similar. So, 80s Fuzzball doesn't look like the movie Fuzzball either, okay? He looks a little like it. And by the way, this was only $16 back in 2009. And it doesn't say his name. But anyway, it's they got the color a little bit lighter than the 2026 version. They got his kind of fluff. It's more of a tan than a yellow, and he's got kind of hazy little eyes like the 2026 version has. So that's cool. He's giving a little cute smile. The wings are fabric and kind of flimsy, but I don't know. It makes it more like a child's plush would want to, you know, cuddle it and stuff. The tail is just, there's no articulation, there's no rigidity to it, but that actually makes it easier to store and display and stuff. And I've seen ones from the 80s where the tail is kind of destroyed even when the rest of it is in good condition. So there's the comparison between the 80s and the 2026 version. Hi, jumping in here real quick. I'm sorry, I was editing and I just felt like I didn't complete my thought. I do like this plush, by the way. I felt like I maybe came off as a little too negative. I like this plush. It's not a 10 out of 10. It's like a 7.5 out of 10, but also it's a miracle it got made. We got new Captain EO merch in 2026, one of the greatest Disney attractions of all time, especially of the 80s, and we got new merch. So that is awesome. Everybody involved should feel so accomplished, and I give them all the props for getting this done. This is cool. I just wanted to make that clear. Okay, back to the video. Let me know what you think about which one is better. I really want to know which one you think is better. And in general, I also want to know what you think about the 2026 version, especially if you bought it, or especially if you're thinking about it. I think it's sold out now, so your only way to get it is in the parks if they release it there. I saw it was in Disney's Hollywood Studios, or just to get it on resale. Anyway, let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you to my channel members in the producer tier. I appreciate your support. If you want videos early, exclusive videos, or your names in the videos, consider giving me a channel membership to help support the channel, help me do more cool things, and help me review more cool things like Fuzzball. And I will see you next time.